You know what? I'm not afraid to say it. I don't care if Jax gets abstracted. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've talked about Amazing Digital Circus, but after the latest episode, I kind of stewed in my own thoughts for a bit, and I just kind of came to this conclusion that I don't fucking care about Jax and if he abstracts or not. Now, obviously, again, they could throw us for a loop. I'm not going to lie. But what it looks like is that Jax is going to find, like, the power of friendship and not abstract. Ragatha might be a little worse for wear. Or they could all abstract, and that's the big thing. Who knows? But I will say that, like, after this episode, and it's something that's been kind of going on for the past 5 episodes. I know, like, the entire Amazing Digital Circus fandom's going to come after me. If you like Jax, that's totally fine. I got no problem with you. I have no, I'm not saying you guys are bad for liking him. I'm just saying, like, I've never cared for Jax. I'm not saying I don't care for the voice actor, Michael Kovac. Is it Kovac or Kovac? I don't know. I think he's a great voice actor, and I do still to this day think they did him dirty for not having him be the official voice for Angel Dust outside the pilot. So, that sucked. But he's been a phenomenal voice actor, and he's actually my pick if we ever got a new Beast Wars show for Transformers. He's always been my pick for a new Rat Trap voice. I think he would just kill it as Rat Trap. But yeah, getting back to Jax, I've never liked the character. I have never once liked this character. He's this smug asshole. And, I know, obviously, he has, like, these deep, feelings and whatnot, and he's a lot more complex. You can be complex and still an asshole. Like, perfect example, the villain from Blue-Eyed Samurai. You understood what he did after he gave his monologue about his backstory, and he was still a horrible cunt. So, sometimes a complicated antagonist, and I'm not saying Jax is an antagonist, I'm just saying, like, there is, you could be a complex character and still be unlikable. And I'm not saying, like, again, he'll change and whatnot, but here's the thing, and maybe this is just personal bias about to talk, and I'm sure this will be the case, is that it will be personal biased. My thing is, I don't care. I've never liked Jax. I don't like those kind of characters in general. These smug, jackass type characters who get to think they can just get away with everything from other people for being like, oh, but my life was so bad. I have dealt with that so much in my own life that maybe that's why my likability of Jax is kind of, shall we say, obstructed. But at the same time, it doesn't matter to me, because I have seen too much of other characters who are exactly like Jax in other shows. Hell, even in my own life, I have basically seen other people, some people who were my former friends, act like this and think they can just get away with it because they think they're funny. You're not funny, you're a fucking dick, okay? I don't care that, like, you use this as, like, a shield to protect yourself, or, like, you had something, like, just don't be a dick. Okay? Like, would you excuse, honest talk to all of you out there, is that if you knew someone like this in real life, would you want to be around them? Even if everyone was like, yeah, that guy's real, that guy or girl or whoever, they're really funny, but they're also really, being insulting and, demeaning and whatnot. Do you want to be around that person all the time? Because you think they're fun, because people say they're fun, but at the same time, what happens when the jokes are turned on you, or what have you, Don't worry, I'll wait for the answer. Oh, you wouldn't want to be friends with them? Cool. Yeah, that's what I thought. Again, maybe it's just a lot of personal bias that keeps me from liking Jax as a character. And also, I think Kinger is a way more interesting character. That one I think we can all agree is that Kinger is the undisputed, like, goat of, or underrated goat of this show. But yeah, the idea of just mentally break, and that was the moment where I was like, I don't care how good or how much he wants to change. was the moment he just emotionally beat down Pomni. And I know someone's going to come on here and say, but Jax just did that because his friends, his other friends who he didn't want to be friends with, abstracted, and now he doesn't want to feel that. I don't care. Okay, the emotional beatdown, and also doing that to other people, and I know people are like that in real life. I know people like that in real life, but like that was kind of a line crossing thing for me because and again, the fandom's the fandom as a whole, I'm not saying everyone, but I think a lot of people are just going to be like, oh, poor Jax. Poor Jax. Poor Pomni. She got, emotionally eviscerated by someone she, for the past, 2 episodes, has essentially grown a bond with. And someone she can actually, open up to outside of Ragatha. Ragatha's already getting her emotional ass kicked. So, yeah. That's just been something that's been on my mind for a bit, and honestly, I don't care if, Jax just abstracts or not. And if he does, they'll find a way to, reverse it, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how... I can't predict how this show goes, really. It's obviously not my show, so I can't really dictate it or predict it, but, yeah. But I don't get why people give Jax a pass when in real life, would you give that person a pass in real life? Of being this just absolute dick and can't go without 5 minutes without making a demeaning joke to someone, or when you try to open up to them and be vulnerable. Yeah, and you can make the argument Jax was doing that to protect himself and also protect his emotions and maybe protect even Pomni from him. But the fact of the matter is, if you did that in real life, would you want to be still friends with that person? Despite of how they felt. It's not how they felt, it's how you felt in that moment. And I gotta be honest, I'm pretty empathic towards how Pomni felt in that moment. So, yeah, I don't know what this video was, other than I don't fucking care if Jax abstracts or not. I just don't. And again, if you like Jax as a character, that's totally fine. I got no problem with you. This is just how I personally feel. And where else am I going to put these thoughts other than the internet, right? So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Jax? Do you care if he abstracts? Do you have a more logical reason? I'm open to hearing what you guys have to say. Anyway, so once again, hope you just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.